Hey y'all, this is Who All Coming to Kinfolk podcast. I'm a real assassin and we got J Monet. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
I see you. I see you in the new spot.
Oh yeah. We still gotta put up the artwork and stuff throughout the house, but for right now, this is what you get, okay?
Right. No. That makes sense. It's a work in progress. It's a work in
This is
progress.
what you get. It's what
You
you
know,
get.
you don't just move into a house and it's already set up. These things take time.
I wish. It'd probably be a couple of months before I'm actually set up, but yeah.
I mean, but you gonna work on that room though, right?
Probably last. Not even gonna lie to you. Not even gonna lie to
I
you.
mean, you know what, comparatively, the rest of the house, where the rest of the family is
all over my room. It's like clothes everywhere. Oh, I ain't even got that many clothes. Okay. But somehow.
But you got something to sip on though, right?
Yeah, girl. I got cranberry and
okay, all right. Now we're starting with the pisco sour brought back from Santiago. You know,
that shit is strong as fuck.
It was. I mean, it is because I'm still drinking it. But
strong as fuck,
man, y'all. But fear not, though. I only got one drink, and since y'all know I'm lazy, I do have some Gatorade and vodka in the refrigerator.
Oh.
Shout out to the vodka, actually. This is Timeless Vodka, which is another Black-owned vodka. Now, if I'm being 1,000% honest, it's a little rough, but it's Black-owned, so I support it. I bought 2 bottles, okay, y'all? Timeless Black-owned vodka. All right. I will keep trying to find more Black-owned.
You got it at Specs, right?
I got it at Total Wine, so we are at Total Wine. Yep. But I will try to bring on more Black-owned bottles as I see them and try them. So, but and if I was smart, I would have taken a picture of the bottle so that I could, have Jennifer stitch it in. But
I mean, is the bottle empty? I mean, you can send me a picture of the bottle and I can put it in there.
Yeah,
if I remember.
Yeah, right. See, yeah. No, the bottle is not empty. It's not empty, but I'll take it. It was actually like $20.99 or something like that for the bottle. Again, I need to have the picture for y'all to see it. But anyway, check it out at Total Wine and More. Timeless vodka. Okay.
Timeless. Okay. All right. So
no, we were literally just about to ask you how many stars for the week. Biatch.
So how many stars for the week? You first.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a 2. I had a very
2.
Yeah. After last night, I mean, y'all see these dark eyes, like.
And she was at the lake.
Didn't get very much sleep. Well,
okay.
But I wasn't even. It wasn't because I was just drunk or having a good time fishing and stuff like that. No. So we tried to fish an unsinkable fish.
So, unsinkable ship. Yeah.
Yeah. So, long story short, and very condensed and compressed, they bought a boat last week, took it to the lake house. It was not sea ready. It was seaworthy. Definitely seaworthy, but it was not sea ready. So the outboard motor didn't work, and they didn't know how to work the trolling motor on the boat. But the backup trolling motor was, like a 25-volt whatever, and it was not up to the task. So since we were at the lake house, we just said, you know what, we're not gonna risk it. We'll just tie it up here, and then tomorrow we'll take it out, or after they've had time to play with it in the daytime, they would figure out how to work the trolling motor, and then we go from there. So we're fishing, and the wind picks up, water gets rough, and like maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock, unfishable, right? It was still fishable, man still caught a fish during all that, but still, I packed up my stuff and I was like, this is just where I draw the line. I don't want to, die on this dock. Fish is not, worth it. So, but we had to tie down this boat because it started getting, because it was in like a little boat slip and stuff, whatever, and it was, just not. The water was like really choppy and stuff, whatever. So we were like, okay, we got to tie down the boat before we can go in. Mind you, it's not a storm. There's no rain or anything. It's just really windy on an open body of water. And so this thing starts snapping rope and it starts breaking the cleat. And we're already in a rented lake house, an Airbnb. So we're like, oh shit, we got to minimize this, so we're trying to do everything we can to minimize it. And, then they started getting desperate at the end. They were like, you know what? I don't know if we can save this. What if we just push it out, whatever. And then my thing is, okay, so you want to take it out there and then, how you going to get back, yada, yada, they're like, oh, I can swim back. And I said, and you see how the water is, whatever. Anyway. And so we get some
I
more
made
help
you to remind them that she was a black friend. Like, okay, but can you swim back though? Like,
right, because I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. So once you get out there, that's it, And that's what I say. This whole entire time, I did not step foot on this boat, but I was taken for a wild ride, okay? Because that they were like, oh yeah, you're right, So then they try to move it, and then they put it in this little area thing that was in between the two docks, the docks for the house that we're renting, and their neighbor. And they had like a seaboard, a seawall, whatever in there. And it was like, concrete and stuff, whatever. So we were like, okay, so maybe taking it in there, it'll be, sheltered, No, it was just terrible. So we basically just tried to keep this boat from wrecking, the concrete and the wooden dock for this house that we're renting, whatever. Until we get an emergency like rescue after hours, boat, towing and rescue thing, whatever. And he comes out there and he has to tow the boat away. And, and it's a good thing so in the midst of that, we decide, okay, you know what? Fuck it. You may just have to cut your losses, because the fatigue is real at this point,
What time of night is that?
Huh?
What time is that?
That's probably about like 2:30ish, right before 3 a.m. We're like, we're gonna sink it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, this is where I go and get his wife, one of the dude's wife, because they bought the boat together. I am not going to be the one to suggest that we sink your boat, and I have no intention of replacing it. So once he said he wanted to sink it, I was like, you sure? It was me and one other person other than him, the boat owner. And I was like, you sure? And the dude was like, yeah, you're right. I don't have any other ideas or suggestions. I was like, I fish out of water. Terrible timing, I know. But and I was like, are you sure? Whatever. He was like, okay, yeah, I don't know what else to do because, we're all at this point, we're all tired. And we hadn't eaten dinner because we had went upstairs to heat up food. And then that's when shit started breaking. And so the wife comes out there and she's the one that is like, you know what, why don't have y'all consider calling a rescue boat, tow service, and they can tow it, or, if we sink it, then they can, retrieve it for us, whatever. Girl, and then the guy was like, Bluey's dad, like he had like a New Zealand, Australian accent or something, whatever. Dude was nice. He was like, he came in with the intention that you want somebody to come in when you tired and you trying to get this shit done. Like he was like, okay, what you got going on? Took pictures and stuff, whatever. He walking around assessing and stuff, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go get my boat. My boat is like right there, stuff, whatever. It's like, so at most it'll be 15 minutes. And y'all hold on for 15 more minutes. We were like, hey, we ain't got no choice, So he goes and gets his boat and stuff, whatever. And at this point, we've already tried, we've unplugged it, so there's water actively coming into the boat. We have opened up some of the compartments and stuff, whatever, trying to let water come into the boat. Like we're trying, this boat is heavy, right, at this point, and the waves are still trying to, but it's not going under. It's not, like it keeps coming up, right? At this point, we go get brooms and we're pushing it down, poles, to hold it down, and the next wave comes in, and hopefully it would, nah, But he was like, well, it's a good thing it didn't, because actually, if you did, then they would have to get like this barge or whatever with basically has a backhoe to pull it out. And that thing is like $11,000. And I was like, what? $11,000. Right. So we were like, oh, there is a God. So anyway, he got, because I ain't got no money for that. So he goes and get his boat. We, take turns holding this boat and stuff, whatever. Literally just gritting through, whatever, trying to hold this boat and stuff, whatever. He takes it and stuff, whatever. He hauls it because, and it takes 5 minutes because his motor actually works. So it only takes 5 minutes for him to actually grab the boat and take it to the next the dock and stuff, whatever, at the park and stuff, whatever. So we drive to the park. It matter of fact, he was there before we were there. That's how short it was. But like they had no motor. Um, so he gets there and stuff, whatever. And because he was towing it so fast and stuff, whatever, there was no water in the boat left by the time we got there. So it was like 4 a.m. by the time they got it up there. I mean, the dude was super duper fucking nice. If I remembered his stuff, I would tell you, if you were in that area, but I don't. So by the time we get back to the house and stuff, whatever, it is 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, yeah, all that. Yeah, yeah. And I caught one fish. And they would like try to go fishing today, whatever, the next day and stuff, whatever. And I'm like, nah, because the water was still pretty fucking rough this morning and this early afternoon.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it was still pretty fucking rough. Now it did calm down, towards the afternoon because they were out there, in the afternoon, and they sent me some pictures and they caught some more fish and stuff, whatever. But yeah, so bitch is tired. Um, and that's the shortened version. So a two.
Okay.
A two. Yeah.
Even though you're at a beautiful lake in an Airbnb, but
I know, right? It was really nice. I mean, we were at that Airbnb once before. They've got that big, huge patio. It was really pretty. What's that? What you trying to show me? What is that? Cosmic shot?
Yeah, there's a shot of vodka, but it has these balls in there
Uh-huh.
that I am like vodka with artificial flavors. I'm really just kind of a little concerned. It was made in Rockwall, Texas, so we gonna see. I'm already getting warm. There's no fan in this room, so the first thing I'm gonna do is buy a fan for this room.
Yep. Yep.
But this is our office, okay? Okay. Do you want me to pull out the sofa for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at what's it called? Because I got on Scotty's boxers right now.
I know, because I was like, not you having your own face on the middle of your ass.
These are Scotty's boxers. I bought them for him, but I still was gonna wear, so whatever. It's fine. Shut up. Hold on. I can't hear you, so just. You can tell I ain't been in here, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that'll work for me.
Yeah, but I said it. Did y'all big girl? Mm-hmm. But I gotta get the air mattress from Mama house. But yeah. Okay, girl,
Mama, me and Jason heard banging.
I was trying to open it. Well, thank you for checking on me, but I was trying to open it.
That was you?
Yeah.
I thought you said this was downstairs. All I heard was.
It wasn't that loud.
No, it was.
That's all I heard. Mama heard myself.
You ran upstairs?
Yeah, I heard myself.
Yeah, I was scared.
I slid going up the stairs.
You trying to check on me, or you?
I heard myself
scared?
going up the stairs.
All right. Well,
I came to check on Mama. I'm about to be like,
get out. Mwah. The trash. Thank you so much.
No.
Jackson, take me some trash. Thank you so much. Get the dogs out of here. Jackson.
I got some mom.
Yeah, that's somebody breaking in upstairs in here. Well, I mean, at least they can't run in, okay?
Right.
My kids is they ride or die, okay?
They came and checked on their mama.
Girl, because I'd have been like, I'm sure they fine.
I know you would have. You'd have been like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna check the ring camera,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see what's going on.
But so y'all couldn't even see it. Let me do it on this side because y'all couldn't even see it.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
They
And right
fine.
back to bed.
They fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check
Yeah.
their ring camera. All right, I'm tracing this. But yeah. So this is made in Rockwall. I just wanted to make sure that this, like the balls that are in here, I can
Are
eat.
edible.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
like, but I'm pretty sure, Anyway, but yeah, so
Bottoms up.
I want to get some of these for my like when I do the what is it called? Housewarming?
Do they glow in the dark?
I don't know.
That would be cool.
No. They are
No. Okay.
iridescent, but no.
Okay.
I don't like this has 12% alcohol. This little bitty thing, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna have me fucked up. Okay. Yes. Stop playing with my door. It don't taste bad, but I'm kind of concerned. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think I would have chewed them.
All right.
All
Anywho.
right. All right. Woo. Okay. All right. So, how many stars for your week, ma'am?
I'm gonna say 3 stars.
Okay.
I was on
All right.
vacation last week, but it wasn't a vacation because we spent the whole time moving and unpacking and assembling furniture and shit.
Right. 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 Right.
So I'm gonna say 3 stars. It wasn't necessarily bad. I went back to work, so I've had 2 days of work so far. Then on some bullshit at my job.
Of course.
But I don't know, it's kind of like whenever you come back from vacation, you're refreshed or you're more refreshed than you were when you first went on vacation. But also like for me, perspectives have changed a little bit. On the first day back from vacation, I found out one of my associates passed away. So 19-year-old kid just turned 19, by the way. But it's one of them things. It's like he worked the night that he passed until like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, if you have let's say you have a shitty day at work, whatever, you don't know how many hours you have until, is your end or whatever. So I'm like, my mind frame, especially today was, I don't give a fuck. Y'all not about to mess up my peace. Okay?
Right. 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 We're only here to collect a check. Okay.
No, no, for real. So that's kind of like how I've been. Like, so people say some stuff to me, I'm like, that don't make sense, right? Like, logically, that does not make any sense at all. Like, I don't understand what you thought you was trying to convey, but they didn't get your point across. So, anyway. But yeah, so it's just one of them things. It's like it's a very humbling and like it's one of the things like you realize. I mean, not realizing your mortality, but like you don't know. So I'm like
Oh yeah, you remember it. You remember it
yeah,
definitely.
very much committed to living my
19.
life. Yes, yes. Very much committed to living my life and enjoying what I can and not taking bullshit for bullshit. Because I mean, a job is a job. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy because they're like, "Oh, we are short this person," and they're trying to replace the shifts or whatever. And I'm like, it is. I kind of morbidly, I don't want to replace the shifts because it feels like they passed, so we're just let's replace the shift with this person or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want to try and cover like the gaps because much like in the establishment, their presence we missed, but at least those shifts that they were supposed to
Hey,
be
yeah,
here.
no.
But I understand the job is a job, and they're going to look to replace and fill and keep the consumer happy. But at the end of the day, That's I just it's a weird thing. So I'm just trying to navigate that, and because also because I'm older, I'm expected to like kind of console the younger people that I work with, and I'm like, no, it's okay. That
Let
person
them
is
feel it.
gone. Yeah, yeah, feel that.
And that's the
But
thing. I think a lot of times we try to quickly get over our emotions real quick. Okay,
hmm
whoop, nope. All right now. All right, everybody had their minute. Let's take a
no,
breath
for
and go
real.
on. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what leads to these people having these breaks and stuff, whatever, because some emotions are just too big to skip
Put in a
over, to
box.
hop
No, I mean
over.
you box them up. You compartmentalize your emotions, how you feeling,
Eventually,
and
that
like.
box is gonna be too full for you to put the lid on and push it under.
Well, no, because like, as a strong black woman, you kind of like pride yourself on being able to, yeah, this is going on, but I did this and I'm dealing with
Do what
this,
I gotta
whatever.
do.
But you're not really dealing with your emotions and how you feel in that situation. You kind of just like go into survival mode and you're not
Mm-hmm.
really living life. So now I am trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
live life and not be in survival mode and, just enjoy the life that I'm living. So it's just kind of it's one of the things it's kind of a eye opener, make you want to be like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you know what? Let me get my shit together and make sure I'm living, a good life.
And I'm glad
Because
that it happened. Not glad, but
my realization that I
right. Yeah,
cannot
I'm glad you had that
compartmentalize
realization
my
now because you've also just moved into a new house, so your environment has changed too. No longer are you kind of confined into the same rhythm and routine, and the same path that you were in before,
hmm
because now you've got a whole new house, you've got a whole new outlook, you've got new neighborhoods, you've got a different route to take, even to work a little bit, So I mean, and it's just I'm maybe reaching a little bit and stuff whatever, but it's also good that it's working all around you too, to take a look at what you've been doing and make sure that this is still the path that you want to go on.
yeah.
Is this an enjoyable path? Is it a fulfilling path? Really and truthfully, that's my biggest thing here lately is, am I getting fulfillment out of it? Does it serve some need for
Yeah,
me?
does it still suit you for where you actually want to be
Yeah.
and not just what you have to do? Yeah. I mean,
Right.
that and
Right.
that's
Yeah, I
that's the
understand we
thing.
all got to work to pay the bills. But also, is there a good home work life balance? Am I able to, do some things that I like to do with that check after I pay the bill?
hmm
I mean, is it one of those things where when I leave the job, I'm done working? You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
those are things, you have to, consider. So,
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you pride yourself on being a strong black woman and you put everything in a box and it's just, you deal with
and you
this
realize it's just
later.
a trauma response.
But when them boxes start breaking or you can't quite keep the lid on them and you feel like you just going crazy, because it's
Or
like,
something
oh,
bad happens that's bigger than the boxes that you've had.
yeah, you ain't got a box big enough. So now
You
you
ain't got a box
you
big
got to
enough,
deal with it and you don't know how to deal with it.
Right,
Yeah, yeah, no.
girl.
So,
That right there. That right
yeah,
there.
no. I mean, I just it's just it's one of them things. I'm like, I know that this is life, and surely, sure as you live, you're gonna die, but
Yeah.
and you don't know when. But I'm like, you just
19.
live. I mean, the girl. That's how I'm like, baby. The baby ain't even lived yet.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
like,
You
I
just got out of
just,
tutorial mode, out of school and all of that stuff, whatever.
girl. He was in college, but
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, yeah. So I'm like, just dealing with that, in the work environment, then also trying to be at home and dealing with my kids. And girl, as a parent, you always want to be like, there's certain things you're not gonna have to deal with as a parent. Like you just like, okay, I raised my kids right. I ain't gotta worry about this. But then, whether it be outside influence or what the kids want to do, but then you find yourself having to deal with shit that you just never thought that you have to deal with. It's like, girl, my daughter. Like you never think it's gonna happen to you until it happens.
Hmm.
And if I tell you that it's already started, she ain't in high school yet, but it's already started. like the drama that I'm gonna have to deal with for the next 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all really expect, like, and parents have it hard. Y'all really expect us to fucking take these kids back and forth to band practice? The fuck? You never think. I mean, she made side note, Jalea made the drum line, but
Girl, you over here. I'm like, what happened? Did I miss
girl,
something? I know I ain't missed nothing. I'm like, okay.
I am now a band mom, and I just never thought that would be my journey. I mean, I don't, for everybody, it's not for everybody. I don't think that, like, I
I
just
mean,
do
you still
not.
love her though, right?
I mean, no, I still love her, but I'm just like, baby, are you sure? Like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Like,
right, right,
percussion? Really?
right. Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
sure?
Percussion drum
You sure?
line. Yeah,
You
okay.
sure this is what you want to do? Because I mean, there are
Not
other
to try to make sure
things.
this is not a phase.
Girl, like there are other things that you could be doing, like that will not cost so much time and money for mommy and daddy, okay? But
Hmm.
like, just are you sure this is what you want to do? I mean,
Right, right.
you just starting out life, Are you sure? Like,
It's not a phase. This is not something you just want to try right now, and you're
see how you
committed to
like
me.
it? Like, you sure that you want? But girl, once I pay this money, oh, you're committed. You're committed. Okay,
Yeah, oh yeah, oh
we're
yeah.
locked in because girl went to the meeting and they was like, oh yeah, so we have a payment. Like, if you pay it by the 15th of next month, which is in like 16 days, um, they'll take 20% off, or so they'll take $20 off. So I don't know about these other band parents, but you want me to drop $500 in 2 weeks to save $20?
Yeah.
Girl, if you don't pass every semester and make sure you front and center on all this stuff, and then some of it's like the summer camp or whatever. So I'm like, I understand that. But I'm like, girl, are you sure? Because before I pay this money,
Oh yeah, band is life.
because at
It
this
is a
point I'm about to have to start
lifestyle.
selling ass
I
to
mean,
get this money for these fees.
it is a lifestyle. You will have to
Girl.
hear the story. And side note, I was in band, so I understood. I
I
understood. I
thought you
knew
was
what was
weird
coming.
then.
Whatever,
I think that you are weird now. I
whatever.
don't understand it. I was
Yeah,
not
well,
in band. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I know. You used to enjoy, get great sense of entertainment from making fun of band and the
Not
things that we
making
had to
fun
go
of, but it's
through.
just y'all was weird. I mean, now, okay, let's insensitive, but y'all are weird, and I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that maybe like
You don't get it. You don't
the
get
band
it.
kids nowadays won't be as weird. But you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe my baby won't be
You've
weird.
seen these kids; they're weirder.
Girl, but
They're
then both of my
weirder.
children were wearing hoodies. I'm like, okay, so y'all just okay. And
Yeah.
then y'all don't bring extra. I mean, I buy extra deodorant to make sure that they got one in a bag and they got one, at home. So it never ever should you be musty.
Always.
Girl, when I picked them kids up today, somebody was musty. Neither one of them wanted to own up to it. I said,
Oh
oh,
yeah, no, never,
okay.
never.
So since y'all can't own up to it, neither one of y'all can wear hoodies anymore in the summertime. Oh, mom, girl, y'all get your fucking ass. I'm so, I'm so over it. I'm so through with it. But I'm like, nah, neither one of y'all wearing hoodies. Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah. Hmm.
Y'all, it's offensive. It is offensive to me. And everybody gotta be around you when y'all are musty. Okay, y'all don't care because y'all don't smell it. Y'all don't smell it. But if I'm in a car, it's a 5 minute car ride, and I'm like, ooh.
Not the 5 minutes long enough, just long enough for it
Just
to get
longer.
warm.
Everybody put your hands down. Everybody put your arms down. Like this. Everybody. Cause god damn it. I know it ain't fuck. I know they goddamn me. Cause I have extra deodorant in my bag. I'm like, I don't I don't play about being thirsty, but no, these motherfuckers will have a full-on hoodie on. I'm like, y'all not hot? I'm simply just,
For you. Yeah.
and then
Uh-huh.
you just, oh no, it's fine. No, Rosalie,
A little
it's fine.
warm.
It's a little warm. I'm like, and then the whole, oh, I don't wear shirts under my hoodies.
Are you a lie?
What the fuck not?
Are you a lie?
What the
Mm-mm.
fuck not? No, when Jackson went and got his haircut with Jawan, he girl was hot as hell at Mrs. Denny's house for one. But then he was like,
Oh, is that your drink? Okay, hold on. I need to grab my second drink too.
he was like, it's hot as hell. And I was like, yeah. Like, why? Why y'all? Why is it so hot? He would take the hoodie off so he can cut his hair because he was doing a lineup because we're trying to grow his hair out. Yeah. Now that was some bullshit. I was like, I don't have a shirt on, so then he had to take his shirt off, his hoodie off. So he's got his little bird chest out. I'm like, nigga, if you don't put a shirt on the goddamn hoodie, because what we not about to do is be mercy, because you can't tell me you wasn't, and it was hot in there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, these kids, they gotta find their own style. And I wonder how much of that is because Julia always has on a hoodie. So
Girl, high school, junior high, all of them were hoodies. I don't understand. So I told Julia, I said, going forward, Julia and Jackson, y'all can't wear hoodies. Nobody's wearing a hoodie. Sorry. We're not doing it. We're not doing it because it's hot. Y'all making me hot. It's about to be the summertime. We're not doing that. I'm sorry.
we're in Texas.
In Texas.
In case
No.
there was any confusion on where we live in Texas.
In Texas, the hottest fucking place in the summertime. It be wet heat, it be dry heat, it be just heat. Ain't got time. No.
Right. It just be heat.
No, but I mean, I'm definitely thinking about holding an intervention. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just, I don't know. But we got until I think May 15th to either when they want it all paid off or they want their first payment. So we got until then. Either we're gonna make a payment on this shit or we're gonna have an intervention and be like, hey, the path that you are going down could be a dark one. Okay.
Girl, let that girl be great.
I mean,
okay?
no, I will, and I
You're
am.
gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I will,
You're
and
not,
I am.
but she will love it.
I was I was at that parent meeting or whatever that she told me about 15 minutes before it started. I was at that parent meeting and performance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
yeah, hey, you showed up. That's one thing you're gonna do. You're gonna show up. The black mama is not something to be trifled with. Okay.
I did come. I was mad.
Sure. We gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do. And we're gonna show up. Okay.
Oh, and then did you see did I send you a picture of the burgers that we had from
no
Savvy Sliders?
Nope, we did not.
Girl.
They went out on a whole date over in Arlington to, a
It was Fort
spot,
Worth. It was Fort Worth. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Well, all I know is I got a date. We could have double dated,
I don't even know where y'all was.
Cool. I know we were somewhere.
Yeah, I sent you a picture. Yeah, y'all have not been. Don't do that. Y'all was out of town. I mean, we stay close to Fort Worth. Okay, so
we were just out of. Okay, well,
ain't nothing but a thing.
No, we just left. Yeah, and I came back early, so she's still out there at the lake house because Megan don't do the lake actual part. She do lake adjacent. They go where it has the big patio and the chairs and the fire pit next to, so they can be
with the lakes
next to, the but they don't have to be there to smell the fish and the bait and stuff, whatever. So sometimes I'm with them and sometimes I'm on the dock. So, but yeah, no. So she's out there drinking wine and reading and playing her Switch.
Oh, hold on. Can I take stars away? Because I forgot about my car breaking down.
You sure can. Because that's the bitch. You sure can.
3 times on vacation, matter of fact. 3 times in a 1 week span. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sure can. Mm-hmm. So what do you want to amend your stars to?
We give it a 1.
Okay, all right. That's
That was
fair.
that was some bullshit.
It was. It was. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was.
Put
Yeah,
my
it was
car in
some
the shop, trying
bullshit.
to get it fixed. Break down next day.
Yeah. You trying
Okay.
to do good, trying to do right. You got money, so you gonna go ahead and take care of something.
I want to act like a bitch.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read this and then we gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is updates. I don't know if this is the
In the
right one.
beginning. No,
In the
go ahead.
beginning, yeah. Okay, so let's see. It's a different thing. I was gonna do something, but it says update. It says the question is, am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband after he left our newborn and toddler with our teenage daughter while he went out with another woman? Automatically, no, you're not. I don't need to read the subjects. I mean the subtext.
Right,
No.
for real. Like, there's
But
no explanation needed. No.
so then here's a Facebook post that I saw that says, ladies, when a woman walks up to you and asks, are you effing my man? The proper reply is, what's your response?
I mean, for me, bitch, does it look like I'm fucking your man? Um, but no, you're not finna get that with me. Okay, so who is your man?
No, okay, so then one goes, so the responses are as follows. Yes, and you should be thanking me for releasing him and sending him back home to you at night. He been fucked, sucked, and fed. 3 less things you have to do. You're welcome.
Goddamn.
And I was like, possibly, oh, what undeniable proof do you have?
Possibly. You have proof?
One said, correction, our man.
At that
point. No, for real. And it says, look at me, look at you. Now ask yourself, who would you rather sleep with? Well, that's rude. She already going through enough, okay?
Right,
She going through enough.
And
then another one goes, ask your man. Because I mean, obviously.
Right,
But, okay.
for real.
But then it's nice to finally meet my sister wife.
Oh.
And if I was, I ain't got no comment to you. Okay. Who's your man?
Right. Because who are we talking about?
Then you bet your sweet bippy I am. What's a bippy?
You bet your sweet bippy I am. I don't know. Let me look it up.
Oh, girl.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go to Urban Dictionary for this.
No, then it goes. Well, then one goes, no, your man is fucking me. Ooh. No, and then one goes, no, I'm celibate. This one dude, like, okay, so back when I was dating, whatever, but I was celibate, right? So I told the dude, I'm celibate, off top, whatever. He goes, yeah, you celibate, keep a bit, give a little bit away. So what's going on?
Sell a bit and give a little bit away,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, well, that was pretty smooth, okay, but she's still not getting that nigga. But anyway,
you can bet your bippy I'll be giving this a go. Yeah, a person's buttock.
Oh,
and that's the Oxford Dictionary.
Oh, bippies in the Oxford. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it says, no, he just eats my cat. Meow. Okay.
See, I be thinking these women just really want to fight. Like,
right, I'm like, everybody can't fight. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to understand because some people just shoot.
Right, like, for real.
I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all shit together.
Some people don't have to learn how to fight when they know how to pull their trigger. I mean, well, but no, my thing is this, like,
no, nowadays people don't fight, they shoot.
They really do.
Back in Monday, we used to fight. Right, back in Monday. So if you come to me about some bullshit, that's your motherfucking ass. But you'll be able to walk away later.
Right, and you can feel like you actually handled the situation.
Right. No, girl, no. Not you walking away later with help. You gonna be walking home limping, talking about something. And he's still looking at her. Yeah. Fuck with me. No.
And you know it. And you knew it when you went up in the goddamn woman's face. You knew it.
No, but I'm like,
Anyway,
y'all be really like people. Oh, Lord have mercy.
like
Cause
I said, y'all ain't
it used to
focusing on
get
the
on my
right thing.
nerves. Cause people be like, okay, you have a group of friends, and it's like, oh, now my friends, I ain't gonna let you get jumped. But if your dumb ass want to talk shit and get your ass whooped, that's on you.
Mm,
Cause you ain't the blood of me.
look, but that's another thing though. Like, if your girl is talking shit and she start the fight. This your homegirl. You with her and stuff, yada yada. You told her, girl, don't do that. We trying to have a good time. She go over there starting shit, or she just hot headed and stuff, whatever. And
Mm.
she start the shit, and then she start getting walked,
Head between the
dog
wash and the
walked
dryer.
through the park.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have to jump in? I mean,
Okay, so in this context, like if
I feel like we
yo
need to have an episode on girl code. But anyways, go ahead.
girl, cause it ain't none. But yeah, no. If I feel like if your girl, yeah, we all
Matter of
cool.
fact,
12 plus years, whatever. We all cool, whatever. If another female comes to your girl and is like, "Are you fucking my nigga?" and we all know, yes, the bitch is fucking your nigga. Where do you sit in this situation? Like, they're gonna fight, but your friend is dead ass wrong.
mm-hmm,
You told the girl, leave that married man alone.
girl.
The dick ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, you told the girl. So at that point, what you supposed to do? I mean, because true girl code is if you know this nigga is married, why are you fucking with him? That's
Mm.
true girl code. That's true girl code.
Right, because that's
Now,
another woman you fucking over.
right. So if you didn't know that this nigga's married, at that point you know, you can't be mad. You just gotta well, you can't be
Looking
mad
up
at
urban girl code because
be mad
them
at
first one they
her.
let me
What you can't
see
do
what
though
they
is be like, eh. I'm like, no, that's one of them things that like, look, I can't be the other woman because I'm gonna tell her, like, oh, you can't, y'all separated? Okay, well, until y'all had a divorce decree, I'm so sorry.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all stay the same, because niggas be lying though, but you
And
know.
they be and but they know they okay, but look, see that's the thing though. A dude will tell you straight up if you ask about his homeboy, he is going to lie.
Yeah,
Just to help him get laid and stuff, whatever, get the number, whatever the case may be. He know his homeboy ain't shite.
no, but let
But
me see
he's
the
going
paper.
to lie. He's
Yeah,
going to
no.
lie.
No, let me see the paper because I need to see what the state of Texas said, okay? Because if
Right.
y'all still legally married, you ain't even filed for separation, y'all have the same address. Somebody lied. Somebody lied. So when she come to you, woman to woman, hey little Barbie, this is Shirley.
Okay, so I just heard what you said.
No, but you
Hello,
know what
Barbie. This is Shirley.
you know what I also realized? Brandy was wrong as hell because in the boy is mine. Anyway. We was like, oh no,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know because at the end they both confronted him. But you saying you're the past and our futures, you knew about this bitch.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then she even said it when she said, "Do you know you know his
You know
name?
his
No.
name.
So you got jokes. You got jokes.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So I was looking up these
Girl.
Urban Dictionary girl code. And it said the code of guidelines that our girl must obey.
Mhm.
Somebody needs to type that up better. Our girls must obey in order to not get kicked out of the community.
Oh, we kicking people out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
There are many options of if the girl code actually exists as well as the guy code. Okay, so the first one it says is if you change boyfriends so fast they rarely achieve name status, a man must be around for at least 6 weeks before you make your friends bother to learn their first name. Until such time, he should be referred to as the boy or that guy. I stand by
Okay.
this. I
No,
stand by
for real.
this. Yeah,
For real.
that's fair.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
is he even gonna be here long enough for me to even bother knowing? Okay, that's fair.
I'm
Okay,
gonna call him the wrong
number
damn
two.
name. Don't play with me.
For
Hey,
real.
Trevor. Yeah.
That's not you.
That not you? You got my bad, girl.
My bad.
Yeah.
It must have been the last one. Anyway,
Whoops.
whoopsie. All girls must have a Mr. Right Now. This is the guy friend who is always ready and available to hang out with you and may or may not like you as a more than a friend. He is always ready to party till dawn and do the things you wish you didn't remember in the morning. He is not Mr. Right, but he may be good enough to be Mr. Right Now.
Okay. All right. That's
Okay.
some Mary J's. I love my Mr. Wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3, if you just met a guy and know absolutely nothing about him, but need to refer to him during girl talk, you use one example of who he is, something he has, or what he does, and he become that guy.
Mr. Truck
Example.
Driver. Yeah.
The Camaro guy, the trainer dude,
Yes.
the
yes.
4 a.m. taxi in the taxi guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean that's true. Every
Yeah.
girl must wait at least a day and a half before calling a guy whose number she has retrieved.
I don't know about
You
that
are
one.
never in any case to date a friend's ex or guy who she was really into. Exception.
Oh, okay.
If
There's an
he-
exception?
Huh? Oh
There's an
yeah. If he's
exception?
one
Okay.
of those guys who every girl like.
That I don't know about that one. Yeah, amendment.
Right.
It depends on how long they was together. If they were all together for like a week, okay, sure. But
Right? I feel like that count. I feel like people don't take that into consideration. Time matters. Because bitch, you know, especially if you are right after, because you know that everything he do is because he learned it with your homegirl. Like,
well, no,
okay,
but it can't be his nickname can't be Mr. Big Dick or something like that because at that point,
you inviting the other girl to find out. I mean,
mm-hmm.
I mean not me, but you know. Number 6, you are never to diss a friend's boyfriend except to agree lightly or nod when she says he's being an asshole. In most cases, it is easier to nod. Exception: if a guy cheated or dumped your friend, is an exceptional for you to claim he isn't good enough and that she deserves better, as well as reminding her that he was an asshole anyway. Okay, so you can't outright diss him. And you know what? That's true, because you can't diss nobody more or harder than I'm dissing them if I'm in the relationship with them. Like, bitch, are you wrong in this situation? You know,
like no, I personally felt like you was hurt, so I personally am pissed off at this dude. Yeah, no.
Like, were you in the argument? Like, I mean, did he eat your bag of chips? Like,
if your dumb ass gonna take him back, I guess we okay with it. The fuck?
Yep.
I mean, I guess I didn't even want the chips. Really, you know, I'm trying to cut back on the sodium. I don't know the carbs, something. Yeah.
Right. For real though. Okay, if you want to date a friend's brother, it is required that you get said friend permission. Yes and no, because I was like,
I'm like, hold on, with the brother that I'm because we have a brother, and it's like,
right.
Do you want to be friends or do you want to fuck him? Because I mean, it's an either or.
Right, like, are you trying to like be girlfriend, or you just want to, just see what it's about? Because like,
no, because then you tell me everything, and you can't tell me about those exploits. So now, do you want to be friends or you want to fuck him? Or I mean, you're not gonna date him. So. Anyway, yeah.
He won't be dating you exclusively. And that's another thing too. By this point, I have told you about my brother. Why would you want?
You remember when I told you he farted on my face? Yeah. You want to date that? That's
he put an asshole, right? Like,
that's cute to you. Okay.
That's what you want to sign up for. You want to say, let me, just sign up for that full time 24/7. No, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Then I have to question you as a friend.
Yeah, because you can't. But you can't complain to me about your relations like you normally do, because at the end of the day, I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I mean, I told you
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm on
right.
this side.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
we beefing because you mad because you want we went, remember that time we went to go flat your ex's tires? I can't do that with him, okay?
Right.
So
Right. Conflict of interest there, you know?
you know he still gotta take his niece to school, okay? You know, I ain't got
Right,
time.
for real, for real. If he can't get out to his nephew, then then I gotta be mad at you too. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm
So,
sorry.
anyways,
Mm-hmm.
no girl is to ever hang out with the boyfriend of a friend without the friend present. If permission to is granted, there should be at least 3 other people with you. I agree.
That's weird. Okay. So
Yeah, no,
you
you
can't
can't
have
hang out with that person's boyfriend without her present. If she says you can't, it needs to be a group event.
so boyfriend, no. But like if you hung out with Scotty, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you shouldn't, because
I mean, well, okay, not you. Okay, if Cat hung out with Scotty, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, okay, y'all have fun. I don't give a shit.
mm-hmm. But also some of that though is like pick better friend.
I mean, pick a better nigga.
I mean,
Because if
to
you
reevaluate your whole
no
entire cycle.
no because you know what, you have friends. Like I have friends. I'm like, oh, this bitch is a hoe. She will fuck a married man. We have friends like that. So you just have to make sure you're not setting up that friend. Because I had a
Mm-hmm.
friend
Don't set
that
up that friend to do exactly what you know they're gonna do,
right.
and don't set up your boyfriend to do exactly what you suspect he's gonna do. Okay.
Right. You have to at that point you know your people. Know your people. If they are habitual cheaters,
Know
if
your people.
he cheated in the past, or whatever the case may
Know your
be,
people.
and your friend is kind of a hoe or she kind of slow,
Not a hoe or slow.
girl, because that's the only person that's gonna fuck with somebody's man. Or you just have horrible self esteem. Otherwise, why is you
Horrible.
fucking your friend's man?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, hmm.
No girl may have more than one love of her life at one time, though having a boyfriend and a love of her life is fine.
What are these high school codes? I'm confused.
Yep.
Why would you not be with? I mean, no. Let's be clear.
Okay, I was gonna
Let's
say, oh, for real?
let's be clear. Okay, everybody is not married to or dating the love of their life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's okay. But
All this is saying is that everybody can't be the love of your life.
but I'm like okay. So yes, this is dating. Also, this is not like marriage, but this is
Mm-hmm.
dating. So let's say I'm dating one dude, but I really got feelings for another dude. Is that what this is like? I'm dating him, but the love of my life is the other person. Which, if this is the love of your life, then what is the blockade? What is stopping y'all from being together? He married,
It's complicated.
situationships.
Um, no girl shall purchase a distinctive item of clothing which she is aware her friend owns without express permission from the friend. Bitch, buy your own clothes. I don't care.
No, hey twin, yeah, we got the same thing. It was cute on you. I was like, let me try one too.
Right. Well, that might be the thing. Y'all may not just wear it on the
As
same night to the
as
same
long as I'm
function.
not competing, yeah, same
Right.
function. If we both had the same bitch, let me borrow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I? Yeah, that's not one thing. That's fun.
No girl shall borrow an item of clothing without asking the clothing owner's permission unless both parties have made an official decision to waive this rule in the context of their friendship.
No, if it's like if your closet is accessible, Jessica, I'm taking your shit. I don't care. I got on Scotty's boxers right now. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. An eye for an eye and a foot for a foot. If a friend borrows an item of clothing and destroys it, said friend must repay it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The penalty for exposing a secret to an unauthorized party shall be exile from Girlville. I stand by this.
What is Girlville though?
Apparently what this is.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be here anyway. I mean,
You exposed a secret?
okay, so here's my thing. Also, on
It sounds like you're exposing secrets.
no,
Can you hold a cup?
on accident, I have done that, but like nothing like major. But it's like we are all okay. So let's say it's three people that are friends, right? You tell me something, and I'm like, oh, okay, about this other friend, and let's say another dude. We're all three friends, but you done told me this. And I'm like, girl, that's crazy. So then I think, oh, girl, there go your friend right there. And then she's like, "Oh, you told this person." And I'm like, "Oh, that's why I can't deal with this. It's not all out in the open. Don't tell me, because I don't know. I don't know who's supposed to know what. I ain't got time with that.
Look,
Like,
see, there
I
you
ain't got time
go.
with that.
I don't make
Facts
none
is
of them
facts.
comments unless I'm sure. Oh, everybody know. Okay, that's good to know.
Girl, bitch, my ass be done
You won't know,
forgot.
but I know.
My ass be done forgot. Like, oh, like who
Mm-mm,
know?
nah.
No, I'll keep a secret now only because I'm like, shit. Am I supposed to know this? Like they be talking. I'm like, am I supposed to know this shit or not? Let me
Right,
shut
for
up.
real.
And then they be
For
like,
real.
I
That's what
told
I'm saying.
Jennifer last week. I'm like, oh, yep, she did.
Yep.
I forgot,
I mean, but
girl.
that's good. Again, I'm not gonna say
Am
shit.
I supposed to know? No, because now they be like, this bitch is so forgetful. I'm like, y'all quit telling me secrets. Because like at this point, either I actually forget them or I gotta play like I forgot. Because I don't know who all know what. And if you say you told me this, I told Jennifer last week. Oh, girl, you know I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Who we
Me,
keep,
Jennifer.
who we keeping it from? Okay, I'm confused.
When said evening is described as girl night out, that means it is for girls only. Considered payback for all those tree houses and snow forts we couldn't interest children. Do not invite your boyfriend.
Did you see that TikTok group chat, the girl chat, whatever, with like Justin and Samantha and I think Sarah, whatever, where it was like Justin was actually come to find out the girl that's in the group chat is the other woman because Justin is with somebody else that he been with. You didn't see any of that stuff, girl.
I
Girl
don't
was
even know who Justin is.
it
No.
was a whole TikTok series, and it was like this girl was like, oh yeah, um, damn, how did it start out? The girls supposed to be meeting for lunch or whatever, like for dinner or whatever, dinner out, whatever.
Look, somebody got
Jessica,
to send this to me.
yeah, no, Jessica was like, actually, Justin's having a really bad time right now. He's really depressed, blah blah blah. He should come with us. And then Samantha in the group chat is like, no, bitch, I'm about to let you have it. She's like, no, actually, I don't want. She the friend is like, no, actually, we not gonna do that. But
Like, what we
then,
not better do is invite
right.
Justin.
But it's the day of, right? And she's like, well, actually, the restaurant where we at, we can't add nobody else on there. It's a packed restaurant. And then she's like, well, actually, I called and I added somebody on there. So then somebody else calls from the group chat. And they're like, hey, we want to, go back to just having the regular 10 people in our group instead of having 11 to add the dude on there, right? She's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
you added this person on the same day that you started that you set the reservation. So Jessica went behind everybody back the day they found out where they was going and was like and added him on there.
Mm-hmm. You added him on there. Yeah, no.
But it was like, well, but then she tell y'all the day of last minute, oh, he's having a bad time, da 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 da. Like, oh well, you can't add him on. And she's like, oh well, actually, I just called and added him on, whatever, so it's no problem. And then come to find out, she added him on immediately after. Come to find out, she is the other woman, and he was at that same place with the girl. So they in the group chat, they talk about, what, because I'm in like several group chats. So I'm like, that shit is so realistic because I'm like, yeah, no, because it'd be the whole group chat, and then it'd be a side group
The
chat with the other
subs.
person.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, well, no, did y'all know this bitch was gonna bring it? Yeah. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's
I
very
don't care how
realistic.
small the group chat is. I don't care if it's just 3 female. You know you have a sub chat for each individual one of them
Hmm.
bitches. So after you say something in the group one, you might go to the one. Why she? What? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she crazy. She out her mind. Cause
Uh
there's
huh.
a couple of group chats that me and you in it. We'd be like, on side chat, sub chat,
Sub chat.
sub chat.
Bitch,
Girl,
did you see that message? Yeah. Anyways.
girl, the one with the baby mamas. I was like, yeah. Did y'all see that shit? But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Okay, so we
okay.
got two more. We got two more. Stop being the me too girl. If your friend is telling a story, stop stealing her thunder and her story by constantly trying to one up her. For example, girl number one, I had a horrible day. My flat iron broke in the middle of straightening. I dropped my brand new bottle of Burberry Touch in the bathroom floor. I missed the bus by 2 seconds and I was late for school. My teacher yelled at me for that's how I knew it was some high school shit anyways. But my teacher yelled at me for something that Sally did, and I got into a fight with Jason over whose family we're spending Thanksgiving with. Girl number two. Oh, that's horrible. The same thing happened to me today. Only I stepped in gum on the subway platform too, and when I went to scrape it off, I tripped and ripped my stocking, and it reminded me of the time I was at my ex boyfriend's place for Christmas. Anyway, yeah, no, let her have her moment. Yeah, let her have a moment.
The only thing about that is if you have ADHD like I do, you will jump in and relate to a story because you're paying attention to the story. If I'm not paying attention to the story, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. You know, whatever.
And then she wonder why I get upset when I'm like, okay, well, you want me to let you go or
bitch, go ahead with the next one.
because she acts like I don't know her responses. Anyway,
go ahead with the next one.
Okay, when you want me to go ahead, okay. Be a responsible friend and not a yes girl. If a friend is asking you if she should get back together with her ex who cheated,
stop spreading the block.
Never wanted to hang out with her and then blamed her for them breaking up, then you say, yeah, then you're a bad friend. Friends are supposed to protect the friend, protect and help friends. So say your part, even if they don't like what you have to say. That's about being honest. I mean, really and truthfully, we're friends. I should be able to be honest with you without it, ruin the relationship. Otherwise, if it ruins the relationship, we weren't meant to be friends.
I mean, but about that also, like, just
off rip now.
Just devil's advocate on that one. She's asking you, but she's already decided. Okay. So either she's wanting you to. She's made her mind up already, but she's wanting you to like confirmation bias. That one, like, is that what? Yeah. She wants you to be like, oh yeah, girl, go ahead and get back with him. Because if you're too hard on him, no, girl, don't get back with him. Well, why you didn't say that when we was together? Or
because you was all wrapped up in him.
You never liked Bobby. Okay,
you're right. I didn't, but you were all up on his junk and you loved it.
But yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, these are very much like high school or young people things. But I mean, there's some things I can agree on and attest to. Yeah.
Yeah. And number 30, don't be a hater. If a girl walks in looking gorgeous, girl automatically try to find something bad about her. But who knows? She could have just lost a friend or got dumped, etc. So be nice and stop hating. Stop hating. Basically,
what's 30. Just stop hating. Okay, I was like, what's the beginning of that?
Yeah, so the beginning of it was don't be a hater. If a girl walks in looking gorgeous, girls automatically try to find something negative about it, whatever. And then lastly, don't go against the girl code. So that was an interesting topic.
Oh Jesus, let me back up from this camera so y'all see this.
Right.
No scalp.
As I have a head on, although y'all see my shit, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Anyways, whatever.
Let's not do that. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the girl code. Obviously, this was intended for a younger audience. For someone dating.
Okay, so would you have any girl codes for? I mean, to be fair, the married girl codes are the same as far as you don't. Although I would trust my friend with Scotty because at my age, I'm like, if he is going to cheat, then it's not,
he was gonna cheat.
If Beyonce can get cheated on, bitch.
You're right. And you know what? You're right.
But nigga, do you have Jay-Z money?
No.
All right, then I suggest you be faithful. Okay, yeah, be faithful. I mean, I'm just saying. No, but what I'm saying is, I feel like the girl code it works. It works for older people. It's a little bit of tweaking for the older girlies because I mean, yeah, we're married, so it's not really so much like it's a lot of dating questions and concepts. But I'm like,
yeah, and that's what I was saying. The main thing
is, I am on your side. You are my friend.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah. So this nigga, or if y'all not black, this dude that you're dating, he is not. He's automatically wrong, and I have to be ready to be like, okay, this is why he is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel like the older you get, the intention matters. Like when you're dating and stuff, whatever, it's supposed to, but I feel like you don't really pay attention to that. So when you're older, it's okay to outline those intentions more. No, I'm not going to agree with everything you say because B, you're wrong. Okay. And we're adults.
Yeah.
Like, I
We're
feel
adults,
like that's the only thing that this is missing is that maturity level where you're okay with people telling you you're wrong and it not being an automatic disqualification for the friendship. Like, oh no, we can't be friends.
We ain't friends.
You have to agree with me or no. No. Like, I hear you,
but
I can understand your point, but
being real with an adult, mature relationship, if you tell me I'm dead ass wrong, I'm gonna be mad for a minute. I might be like, bitch, I don't talk to your ass. But once I get outside of myself, or bitch, she was right. She was right. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, we've done that, as sisters and stuff, whatever. I hear you, and I can understand what you're saying, but that ain't what it is.
But
we've done that.
But what I follow up with it within that scenario is like, bitch, you're on my side. What I want to hear. You've already told me, yeah, you're wrong. Bitch, you're on my side. What I want to hear.
Okay, in the moment,
support me. But then later, did you figure that shit out because you was dead ass fucking wrong?
Mm-hmm. Did you ready to talk about it?
That's how that goes. Like, have y'all figured it out? Have y'all worked it out yet?
Right, because that's the thing too. Because part of this whole thing is if we're fighting and stuff, whatever, then we're both against my man and stuff, whatever. That's not fair when you're in a marriage and stuff, whatever, because it's not like you can just drop that person.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a reason why you chose, in our big age, why we chose to be with our spouses. So a disagreement, a tiff, whatever in the moment and stuff, whatever, is not something that's going to derail us so bad that I'm going to break up with them, whatever. So, if I come to you as a sounding board, which really and truly there's only two people that I go to as a sounding board, and I feel like that's another thing too. When you're in an actual committed, full on mature relationship and stuff, you don't tell everybody your business. It's only one or two people that you actually confide in, really and truly, about the things that you go into your relationship with. You may joke about other things, but only the one or two people actually know what the actual seriousness, whatever, is. So if I come to you and you're my sounding board, in that moment, that is your role as my friend, to be that sounding board, to tell me the truth, whatever, to tell me, okay, am I tripping? Or because sometimes you may not be. Sometimes you may be so close to it in the heat of the moment, your emotions are high, whatever. Yeah, you may actually need somebody to say, okay, bitch, it wasn't that serious.
Nah. Or say that shit out loud one good time. Because sometimes you're like, no, I saw a thing that this lady was like, I'm crying. I'm in her car, boo-hooing. I'm crying over this nigga, and he didn't do right. He always cheated, and he did wrong. And she was like, I'm crying in my car over this nigga that didn't do right.
Right.
But that's one of the things. Like, okay, well, sometimes you gotta say shit out fucking right loud. She was like, then she got herself together.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And drove off. Okay. Because you in your car.
I remember
crying.
myself now. Yeah.
No, I'm good now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. So
all right. So that was the girl code.
Girl code.
Maybe we'll do one for married women later. I don't know, but that was the girl code. So that was interesting. So any other thoughts? We just kind of really dissected it. So All right. So, all right then. Well, y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think. This was Who All Coming, the Kinfolk Podcast. I am a road assassin, and we had Jay Monet. Good night.
Bye.